Today I want to talk about song form, and I'm going to use GarageBand to kind of illustrate what's going on with song form. One of the biggest sins when you make music or make any art is boring people, and my joke is thou shalt not bore. Do not bore me with your boring music. And one way composers have been doing that throughout time is by comparing and contrasting. So if you have an A section, then your B section should be contrasting material. Then eventually you need to come back to the A material. Because even though we get bored, if something's like connecting together, we never hear it again, our brain says, okay, I can't understand it. I can't put this into a form and structure. It's kind of like when you look into the clouds and you can see faces or objects in the clouds. It's that your brain is basically looking at this chaos and saying, okay, what form is this? So when you make music on GarageBand or any piece of software to make music, always think about that. So first off, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do some loop-based stuff today. So if you use, I'll briefly talk to you about GarageBand. So if you hit the eyeball, basically all the beats come up, and I'm going to hit the drums on here, and let me pick some. Some kind of dance beats and whatnot like that. So if you look up here, basically I got 4 measures here, and that's 16 beats. And that's in popular music, 16 beats is actually a good amount of time to be able to have for a section. So now I'm gonna pick some type of material. All right. And right now I'm just kind of doing things a little bit random right now, but that's definitely contrasting to this. Here's the A section. Here's the B section. Just by hearing alone, you can tell there's a contrast going on there. So what I'm going to do in GarageBand, I'm going to highlight this. I'm going to hold down Option on the typewriter, and then drag, and I can make a copy of that. And if I want, I can do that as many times as I want. So let's say that there. So what we got basically is A to B, A to B, A to B. Or if I talk song form, let's say verse, chorus, or chorus, verse, chorus, verse. And those are some really good contrasting things going on. I'm going to hit reset. And one way that you can take this is to breathe the percussion things. Let me just add some shakers. Add some shakers to give it a little contrast going on. So here I am in the B section. I'll put that in there. And that's another B section. And I'll just go ahead and repeat that because that way there's some repeating patterns going on with the shakers on that part there. So I'll reset that. And let me do some type of bass line. Yeah, that sounds interesting. Right. So what typically people do when they deal with their loop-based programs, be it Fruity Loops or GarageBand, they say, okay, well, let me just loop it forever. All right. Well, what happens when you listen to the same beat over and over and over again? Well, you already know. You get bored of it on there. So basically compare and contrast. So I got my A section going on. Well, let me just use that for this the A section. All right, let me find the contrasting. All right, that's contrasting. So I'll have that be the B section. And if I wanted to, I probably can go down there and change this up a little bit for our purposes right now. I'll just go through and copy that for the A and B sections for right now. All right, so I got that going on there. Hit save every once in a while. Learned that from a long time making music. All right, so got that going on. Reset. Y'all know that I dig the synths a lot. I'm really into synthesizers. So let me find something kind of. Yeah, that sounds kind of interesting. So I'll put that there. And let's say this. Let me say just for grins. Let me have that be the intro. So I'm gonna highlight all this other jazz here and just drag that over there. Now I got that as an intro, and I'll loop it once, and then. Let's say I use that for one of these things for a little bit. We'll do that for a while. All right. Let me make it a little bit bigger so I can loop it. And in GarageBand, you get the very end of it and go 50% higher, and that way you can loop it. Let me keep that going for a little bit. We'll kind of go that one there. Kind of have this be kind of our ending theme a bit, and maybe one more. all that synth stuff really probably needs to be lowered down a great deal. So I'm going to turn the volume down on the synth so they don't overpower everything else on there. And right now I got a pretty good, what I call background for a piece of music. So kind of set the ambient mood going on, and then into the beat. And maybe for grins, let's see if I do this. Let me start that beat right here, and then kind of leave that part there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the little triangle here. I'm going to do a fade in on this beat here. So we've got the synth going on. Fade into it. So you can hear the contrast going on there, the A versus B and so forth like that. And if you have a little bit of keyboard skills, let me say that. I'm going to hit plus. And on GarageBand, I'm going to hit software instrument. And again, I'm really into synth sounds a lot. Let's see if I can do something with that there. All right, so hit record. Okay, so that'd be a good section there. Let me start that off. Okay, let me start with the B section with something a little bit different. And now what I can do, I'm going to close that, hit that little eye to give me some more real estate so I can see what's going on. I'm going to expand that out there a bit. And now I can go there and put that in there every once in a while. And let's see, I'll do a fade on this as well. That'd be cool. Yeah, okay. That'd be fine. So save that up. And so basically here, I'm not saying this is a perfect song by any means at all, but it's contrasting material going on. And that's one of the big things about when you make a song. It's not just, you just don't go up here and just, loop something, just forever. It's too boring at that point there. And one of the things, at least in the popular music I've been hearing lately, I personally think the songs are too long. 5-minute song, it's hard to keep someone's attention for 5 minutes, especially today with the text messaging age and the internet age and whatnot like that. Get in and get out. 2.5 minute song, minute and a half even. I really listen to a minute and a half of music that's popping, keeps me interested, and 5 minutes that puts me to sleep. So hopefully this helps out a little bit about how to make a song using GarageBand or using some sort of loop bass sequencer, and keep on rocking and make some tunes and put them on the YouTube. Rock and roll, everybody.